And welcome back to Skyrim. So last time we trudged our way through this ruin. Had a bit of a hard time with it too. Morris is a little bit under-leveled, I think, but we are towards the end finally. The end is in sight. Ah, so that's what Savos did to his fellow students, it would seem. They're containing that thing. And presumably, I'm gonna have to fight that thing. Because it is wielding a staff that looks important. There's a chest down there. And there's a slaughterfish. Good thing fire spells work in the water like that. Okay, this is going to be an interesting fight, I think. Let's get some stone flush ready. Deal with the first one. Okay. And with this second one, that will break the beam. So I think it will release the big guy. I peek around and insta-die. Hi, future Maleficus here. I was dumb and forgot to record the ending of the Morokai fight because I paused the recordings of just how awful it was going. So yeah, I'm just going to show you my artist rendition of what happened. Now be prepared. This is going to be the best artwork you've ever seen in your life, as indicative by the fact that I'm using paint. So here we go. There was a column here, don't ask why it's blue. And then Morris was cowering behind it, like a little baby. He's kind of holding his knees close to his chest. That's what that's supposed to be. And then up here, we have the evil dragon priest, Morokai. See, he's floating slightly. That's how you know he's evil. And then here's the Staff of Magnus. So Morokai was zapping away, just zapping at this column. And that was no good, because that would take away our magicka and then kill us very quickly. So what we had to do is we had to wait for him to cease his zapping, and then take advantage of that, round the corner, stand up in a moment of bravery as a happy orc, and then I'll actually change to red here, and then throw our firebolt at him like so, and then go back to cowering. It was just a lot of that. It was very tedious, a little bit intense because the slightest mistake would result in pretty much an insta-kill. But yeah, that's how it went. So you really didn't miss much by me failing to record the end of that. I hope that this captured the energy of it well enough. Back to the video. Sorry, I forgot to resume my recording for the final blow, just to show I didn't use console. Those are just from previous tests and stuff. Yeah, so I dealt with him. Wasn't actually as hard as I was anticipating it to be. Yeah. It was still an intense fight, and we finally have the Staff of Magnus here. Let's recharge this. I would say it would be interesting to wield this, but as you can see, how short the staff is does not exactly get along with the animation mod I have for the staff. Plus, I get Urik's Blessing when I use this staff, which is an increase to magicka, I believe, beyond the regular arcane flow, that is. Urik's Blessing right here. Additional magicka and magicka regeneration while wielding the staff. So yeah, we're going to stick to this for the time being. Yeah, that fight was, it was intense, but not as hard as I was expecting it to be, thankfully. Although at one point I made a silly mistake of using an elemental gem. And little did I know, Morokai has a little bit of a sneaky command Daedra spell. So that was a bit of a mess. Our destruction as well leveled up to 50 throughout that fight. So yeah, it was interesting. Definitely was interesting.
Sorry, friends. I'm so sorry. I had no choice. It was the only way to make sure that monster never escaped. I promise you, I'll never let this happen again. I'll seal this whole place away.
Alright, yeah, you left your friends there to contain the beast. Also, there's something else I wanted to check real quickly with Morokai here. Magicka regenerates 100% faster. If we were to put this on, would our mage armor still work even though it has actual armor rating to it? Actually, let's do a control test first. So armor rating 0 to armor rating 120, and we put that on. Ah, no, it does go back down. Okay. I just thought I saw somewhere that Dragon Priest masks don't count against your mage armor perks, but I guess that is incorrect. A Thalmor.
So, you made it out of there alive. Ankana was right. You are dangerous. I'm afraid I'll have to take that stuff from you now. Ankana wants it kept safe. Oh, and he wants you dead. Nothing personal.
Just get out of my way.
You fool. You don't stand a chance.
The first sign that things were going to go wrong for him should have been when Morris started backing off as soon as he said Ankana wants you dead. And now he's just spamming summons. Oh, I ran out of magic and you were going to try to punch me. That's kind of cute. As I said last episode, though, Morris has an idea for how he can get an edge going forward, because these last two dungeons have demonstrated to him that he very much is under-equipped for dealing with some serious threats. So we will definitely have to take a look into that. But that comes a little bit later. Morris first needs to get a night's sleep. Morris hopes that the people of the College of Winterhold can keep Ankano at bay for a little bit longer. They managed the first time, and they're very powerful wizards. Unfortunately, if they want any sort of a chance at survival, they're gonna have to wait. I'm getting that bug right now where your spells stop making sounds. Not entirely sure what causes it, but it happens on occasion. Oh well, it'll sort itself out, I'm sure. For now, as I said, though, we need a night's rest because it's late. And then perhaps we can have a word with the wizard that's in Morthal that the villagers were being so strongly against when we got there. Surely after a good night's sleep, God, 8 hours from now would be pretty late in the morning. Hopefully by then the wizard will be awake and we can have a word with him. Potentially test some theories that Morris has. What I will say, for now, is that when he picked up the tome for Equilibrium, he had an idea. And the reason we're going to the wizard in Morthal is for no particular reason to Morris beyond the fact that the college currently isn't exactly the best place to be experimenting with ideas. So he's just going to find the nearest wizard, and he knows that there's one here because the villagers were protesting against the wizard. Very cold. I would imagine so, on a snowy night like this in the frozen north. Have we leveled up? We have. That's right, we did with enchanting earlier, and I'm sure we got some skill ups from all the conjuration and destruction experience I got throughout that dungeon. Moorside Inn. I actually don't think I stayed here before.
Fancy robes. You a wizard or something?
No, absolutely not. What would give you that idea?
By the gods!
Sorry to wake you, but I would like to rent a room.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
And I think I can find it on my own.
Yes?
I'm sure the bed's just right over there.
I understand.
Not exactly a private room, mind, but a room nonetheless. Also, he just got up to very briefly sing. Alright, sleep for 8 hours. Whew. Let's get some more health. We need it. We've leveled up twice. Yeah, let's get that one.
It's simple practice. Nothing that hasn't been passed down for years at the Bard's
Harsh
College of
lessons.
Solitude, you know.
Yes. Okay. So now we need a little bit of breakfast. Get a horse haunch.
With
What's
3
all the
beers
commotion?
down, the orcs still frown and bid the elf goodbye.
Lurbuck. Right, now we want to have a word with the wizard here. First we have to find where he is. And then we're probably going to be spending the day studying, which, again, I understand the circumstances are a little bit dire, but the fact that they are dire is why we're studying, too. Won't do the college much good if we go and try to stop Encano only to die.
If you're here to purchase, I have many spells available. Do come in.
Hi.
If you stand before me to accuse me of sacrificing children or eating the hearts of the dead, you may save your breath. I have done no such thing, nor do I intend to. I simply wish to live my life in peace.
I'm not here to accuse you of that, though, but why would anybody accuse you of that? That's pretty harsh.
The people of Morthal would much rather weave their own horrid tales about my life than simply ask me for the truth. If they choose to fear me in their ignorance, that's their choice, but it will not change what is true.
Good for
Till
you.
next time.
Before I talk with you further, I just want to borrow your enchanting table. Okay. And then I'm going to apply this to myself to get a better price on things. Hi.
My talents are much needed here in order to keep Morthal safe.
Yes, let's see what you have for sale.
I had you figured for a mage. I think you'll appreciate this.
Let's see here. Elemental protection. That could be useful. I want to see how much money I have left, though, after getting what it is I am looking for. Soul Trap. Yes, that's it. The idea that Morris is kicking about inside his head does involve soul manipulation, as well as the theory that equilibrium will potentially reveal to him. And now let's have some conversations about conjuration, some theory. See if maybe my ideas are feasible.
You deal with powerful forces. Take care they do not overwhelm you.
Right, it didn't leave us with much gold, but we had a good conversation about conjuration theory and discussed my idea. Fallion there seems to think that it might be possible. Of course, using my imagination a little bit.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here.
Ah, a letter from the Jarl. Moving up in the world, eh?
Looks like that's it. Got to go.
But yes, as I was going to say, I'm using my imagination a little bit because clearly there wasn't a conversation there between Fallion and Morris, but assume that in the training where I spent that gold, it's more than just opening a menu and, you know, pressing a button a few times. There's a conversation there, discussion of theory, etc. And that's when Morris would have brought up his idea, which you're going to learn about fairly soon here. For now, though, we need to do some studying. I would study in there, but the lure book is honestly a little bit disruptive. So let's find somewhere a little bit quieter. Where can we go? Honestly, not sure. Perhaps an outdoor study. Or perhaps Fallium wouldn't mind if I continued using his house. Yeah, let's study in there for a little while.
If you're here to purchase, I have many spells available. Do come in.
Would you mind if I studied in here for a while? Cool. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to knock your deer skull off the wall. So yes, let's start with the theory of equilibrium. And we have learned equilibrium.
Go!
First
You're not
try.
wanted here.
Oh, am I overstaying my welcome? I am sorry. I will leave.
You need to leave.
Looks like we need to find somewhere else to study. Honestly, outdoor study might be the right idea.
The news. Damn mages blew up Winterhold. Guess it was just a matter of time.
Winterhold's fine. It didn't blow up. Things are a bit tumultuous, but they didn't blow up. This is actually a decent little spot to sit. I wouldn't mind that. But yes, we learned equilibrium first try. So now we have an idea about the transferal of vital essence to magicka. And now let's learn a little bit about soul manipulation here. Also got that first try. Alright. And that's actually where we're going to end this episode. I know it's a rather short one, but I have a reason for that. You might have picked up on the slightly foreshadowing tone of this episode, and the fact that Morris is about to test out some theories to give himself an edge. Stay tuned. There's going to be another additional little narrative episode uploaded after this one. So I hope to see you there. Hope you watch. Goodbye.